Great morning, traders. It's Austin again. Who would you expect? On my own channel. What day is this? It's Tuesday, March 21st. Just wanted to throw a shout out there. Let you know I'm still alive, still doing what I'm doing. You know, same old, same old. Boring results when you work it the way I do. So here's the S&P past several days. No range, no trend really. You know, just sideways gyrations, a lot of chop. But you could replace this chart with crude oil and it'd be uglier. Crude oil's way worse, very illiquid. S&P is rather illiquid, you know, relatively speaking. There's still plenty of size trading. I'm looking at my dome here. This computer happens to have 4 screens. You see one screen, there are 3 others. One of the other screens has a couple of domes. And I see the size being offered on the bid ask is, you know, like 5 to 800 either side, and then a couple strikes away in the 1,000, 1,500, 1,700 range. Now some of that is spoofing. You can't really read too much into you know, size offers because of the gamesmanship that the machines play. But regardless, if you or I want to click in 5 or 10 or 20 or 50 contracts of the S&P, we're going to get filled. And we're going to get filled with no slippage or livable slippage. It's going to be a tick or two on some of those if you're up in the 40, 50 range at times. So anyway, here we go. 1,000 volume chart, pit session only. I really don't trade the pre-market. If volatility were higher, you could, but overnight there's almost no movement. So what's the point? Anyway, there was just so far one signal today on the CM sniper mode, and that would be a short here in the 23.75 area. You know, if you could have got filled at 75.50, that would have been good, or 75 quarter, or whatever. There's no such thing as an exact tick or an exact spot to be a fill in trading. And you know, I've discussed that so many times. Drives traders crazy. They all want to think that they have to match what everyone else does, absolute tick for tick. And that's simply not how this profession works. You know, an entry and an exit and so on is a zone. It's not a spot. So in the zone, there was the fill, and there was the exit 2.5 points later, 2 contracts. That would have a $250 value, $125 per contract, and that's it for the day. Now, for me, there may be a lot more signals. Quite frankly, with a 1,000 volume chart, on average you're going to get several per day for the most part, and maybe I exited too early for some people. You know, some traders would have held this for greater gains, and they could have picked up more than that. You know, and some traders would trade other symbols and do the same thing. That's the beauty of trading. It's a very individualized profession. All right, this is an illiquid day again, as you can see. Price is just surging down, and you know, illiquid fashion. What more is there to say? I'm sure there was a short signal somewhere here around the 23.71 or 70 plus area, and that's already gone a couple of points too. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me how much is left on the proverbial table. I just want to take mine off the table on a consistent basis. Let me do that, and nothing else matters. Okay? What matters to you? Would you be content to pull on average 2 or even 1 index point on the S&P day after week after month for the rest of your career? What could you do if you were averaging $50 to $100 a contract daily on the S&P, and then you just let your account size grow incrementally and you added contracts? How would your life be if that was your part-time hobby or full-time profession? All right, I'm going to run a one more time, I'm going to run a sniper school. I'm sorry, a scalper school. You can call it sniper trading, but let's call it scalper school. And it's going to be for a short period of time, like a month or so. And it's going to be moderately priced. And it's going to teach whoever participates exactly how to make this happen, right? With all the parameters in place. And if somebody wanted to do more on their own, for example, if they wanted to take this sell signal in the that I know is here in the 2071, 2070 area, well then, you know, they would already be ahead by double the gains and so on. And if somebody else wanted to take a day off and only trade 4 days a week, they could do that too. right? I will show what to do, I'll show how to do it, and I'll show it in live demonstration, and whoever's on board will do whatever they want with their career and profession from there. Hope this helps. Looking forward to seeing you soon, and as always, best trading wishes.